We are launching a Red Panda mining security token offering on the Ravencoin network, and this is some cool shit. So let's get to it. What is going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I am several drinks in, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. This should be quite interesting. Before we get started, let's take a quick look at the market. I know that yesterday was good. The day before that was really bad. And now looks like we're kind of moving sideways, so it's not too much of a surprise, I guess. Let's see what we are doing on coin market cap over here. I have a little bit of chain link, so it's good to see that. Like, man, I don't know what, it seems like it's just always going up. Or, you know, it'll drop down a little bit, but for the most part, it's almost like uncorrelated. It just keeps going up. I like that. So yeah, not too much in the proof of work stage there. Not too much in there for proof of work, but yeah, everything seems to be moving a little bit sideways, and that's okay. Not too bad. Let's see. Let me check the chat, see what you guys are up to. Yeah, so I've been watching Red Panda Mining's videos on the Radeon 7s. That is crazy. Fill us in, Red Panda. What's going on with that? What's the latest as far as your RMA goes and all that stuff? It's sad and interesting at the same time because it's odd, you know. I think the last video I didn't watch the full video, so I don't know the whole you know, all the details of the whole what's going on with them, why that happened. Did you figure out exactly what happened? So it's sad. I kind of ran out of Fireball. I ran out of Fireball, and I am now drinking Screwball and cream, or milk in this case, because I didn't have any like real cream. So it's just Screwball and cream. Pretty good, not bad, but not as good as Fireball and sweet tea, but it'll work. All right, so let's get into a little bit of content here because I don't want to. I know that Brandon's not going live tonight because it's Friday, so I think I'm kind of open. I can just go as long as I want, so that's kind of cool. Let's look at what I'm actually mining. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't shown you guys what I'm actually mining in a while, so let's check that out. I'm still currently mining Zell, and I have been for on this particular rig, I'm closing in on a month that I've been on Zell on this particular rig. So that is pretty much where I'm at with that. And then on the shared rigs, of course, we're still mining CCX over there. We haven't changed in about almost a year. We've been mining CCX straight. Still going strong over there. As far as Zell goes, I think that they had a pretty good, let's go over here on market cap and look at Zell real quick. I think they had a pretty good run here. Maybe not. Oh, you know what? What I wanted to talk about, Zell. This is what I want to talk about. There was a poll or a vote, you know, for getting Zell or Ravencoin listed on KuCoin. Okay, so I'm okay with, I mean, I like both Ravencoin, Zell. I even like Callisto a little bit, and I like Beam, but Ravencoin has plenty of exchanges already. I mean, they're even on Binance, so I just felt like Zell is the one that needed the little bit of a push. So that's why I tweeted out a couple times about this particular poll or voting or whatever you want to call it for getting Zelle listed on KuCoin. I think it would be hugely beneficial for them. I think that is a significant milestone. So I did tweet out about that a couple of times. I think it's important. I don't know where they're at right now as far, I think they are into round 2 or something like that. So I think that they made it into the next round, I guess, for proof of work mining coins or proof of work coins on KuCoin. It looks like they're wanting to list something like that. I think that's really cool. Anyway, so go over there and look at my Twitter and follow this link here and give them a vote. I think that Zelle is probably the one to vote for in this scenario here because, like I said, Ravencoin has plenty of exchanges and liquidity and all that stuff already. I think Zelle would benefit the most. And you know, I don't know much about Axe, but I do like Beam, Clo, Raven, and Zelle. I like them all, but in this particular case here, I think that Zelle is the one to benefit the most. So head over there and check that out. I would appreciate it, and I think the Zelle guys would probably appreciate it also. So real quick, what exactly is an STO? An STO is a, in case you're wondering, I mean, we're basically launching an STO on the Ravencoin network, and we decided through a voting or through a poll that it was going to be a Red Panda mining token that we're going to simulate launching on the Ravencoin network on the testnet. I think it's a pretty cool little example of what you can actually do. I think it's cool. So that's what we're actually looking at doing. It's kind of neat. So let's look at what is an actual STO, or what is an STO. It's a public offering, basically where you sell a token for, you know, it could be USD, it could be Ravencoin coins, you know, RVN itself. There's a lot of different ways of doing it, but it's basically just a tokenized IPO, an initial public offering. And these tokens can be used to trade real financial assets like equities, and they'll use a blockchain virtual ledger system to store and validate the token transactions. In our case, we're kind of talking about, you know, a YouTuber, right? Red Panda Mining. And we would say, okay, so if you want to buy a piece of Red Panda Mining's profits, then you would, you know, invest this amount of money, and that would get you a certain number of tokens. And then every, say, quarter, if Red Panda Mining had like a huge profit in whether it's his YouTube channel or mining or whatever, right? So you invest your money or your value, and then if there are profits based on that value that all the investors have and the percentages, then he could distribute those profits correctly or evenly throughout, you know, the token holders. So that's kind of like a quick rundown on how an STO could work. But basically, they are tokens that could be used to trade real financial assets. I think I already said that part. They're basically similar to ICOs of 2017, but they're far safer since they are created under the legal framework of the Securities Act of 1933. So they are much more safe with regards to being compliant. And why would you actually launch an STO, a security token offering? Investors exchange money for the coins or tokens representing their investment. So it's just a way of, it's almost like a way of, it could be crowdfunding depending on your exemptions and things like that, like how you're actually wanting to raise the money or raise money. So it's basically a way of receiving money for some distribution of a token. In this case, we're talking about Red Panda Mining. And during the 2017-2018 ICO, the initial coin offering mania, many token owners or token issuers sold investors bags of tokens without any rights at all. There was no value. There was no regard for existing securities laws. So we saw a huge fallout of these ICOs from 2018 and into 2019, and even still today, where there's just a huge fallout of these scam ICOs of 2017, and it's really sad, but we see it still affecting the market today. Some of them failed, some of them were penalized, millions of dollars in fees or fines from the SEC. Not all of them, but some of them. And security token offerings they're meant to be a regulatory compliant alternative to these ICOs. So you can look at STOs as kind of being a little safer bet, a safer haven for investing in cryptocurrency. So it's kind of a cool platform, and Ravencoin itself was eventually designed around launching an STO. Not originally. Originally it was just assets, unique assets, sub assets, and then with all the regulations and all the problems from 2017, the Ravencoin devs were like, hey, we probably should make this a platform that you could actually launch an STO on, and that's what they've done. So kudos to them. They've done a great job of designing this thing to be within the laws, the legal framework of securities laws. So I think that's kind of a good thing there for them. And if you want to see how we got to this point, basically we did several videos starting with what is an STO. We went through the entities involved, we went through setting up the wallets, and then tonight we're going to look at more in depth and try to get into actually issuing a restricted asset, tags and things like that, to kind of get things, to move things along and get things moving in the direction of actually launching this STO, this Red Panda mining token on the Ravencoin testnet. So that is what we are going to be looking at tonight. We created all the wallets and everything last night, so we went through a lot last night, kind of quick. We went through the first one kind of slow, and then we just jammed the rest of them in there. So we are up and running now. We've got several running wallets, not running right now, only one can run at a time on this one computer here, but we've got Raven in each one, so we're able to create the assets that we need and all that stuff. So it should be pretty interesting in this particular stream here to get things going in the right direction. Okay, I'm checking the chat, see what I don't have any Fireball Yashnik, sorry. I only have Screwball and Milk. But it works. Yeah, I was gonna say Screwball Saturday, like maybe I could do a stream on Saturday and make it Screwball Saturday, but I just honestly I took a last I used the very last bit of my Fireball in a drink earlier on, sweet tea and Fireball, so it was a fire tea, and then I ran out, so basically it was the end of it. So it's still Fireball Friday technically, but I'm just not drinking any Fireball at the moment. I'm only drinking Screwball and milk, actually, or cream. So all right, so let's see what is going on. Is there a DCA stream tonight? Is that at 10? Because if that's at 10, that's only 13 minutes away. Good grief. We aren't going to get very far. All right, so let's see where we are at the moment. This is our little slideshow, little presentation on what we are actually trying to accomplish here. And we're going to launch a STO. It's called Red Panda Mining Token, or RPM is the token name. and that's what we are kind of looking at doing. We talked about the entities. I kind of modified this a little bit to look a little slicker and be a little bit more streamlined. But basically, we have a KYC AML company called Finky Camel, and financial KYC AML, basically, right? And they're just a trusted KYC AML OFAC office of, I can't remember the name of it right now, entity with a solid reputation that third parties can trust it to satisfy their compliance obligations. So other companies could trust this company. So you could have other securities on other networks potentially, or on Ravencoin, whatever, that could be trusted by this particular company. So you would have one situation, you would have one entity that is storing your personal identifiable information, your KYC info, instead of multiple companies across the space. So cool stuff there. Exchanges, we've got a Binex exchange, just a made-up name there, and this is going to be involved in the whole scheme of things as far as launching the STO. And then we've got the security token offering itself, the security token itself, called RPM. We made wallets for each one of these, and that's what the address is there. In the case of 1, 2, and 3, the KYC company, the exchange, and RPM token, those are on the desktop QT wallet. So they are the full-blown, desktop wallet. And then for the investors, Shuby, Crypto Wendio, Freaksin, Dan the Dane, those are on the Mango Farms Assets web interface for testnet wallets. Okay. And Shuby, he's been a long time supporter of mine, subscriber, always doing giveaways and things like that. Super appreciate that guy. Really awesome. He's a Ethereum Classic miner, from what I understand, for the most part. But he's always been very supportive of me, and I really appreciate that. Crypto Wendio, she is a fellow YouTuber. She does technical analysis. She's freaking awesome. Wicked smart and all that stuff. Follow her on Twitter. I think she's Crypto Wendio on Twitter as well. So be sure to follow her over there. But I'm just throwing her in here as an investor in this particular Red Panda mining token. I think that's kind of cool. But she does videos every day, kind of like me as far as that goes. Really consistent with the videos. She does a lot on Twitter. She's got a huge amount of following, a huge following on Twitter. And way more than me, way more subscribers than I have on YouTube. So check her out if you're interested in technical analysis kind of stuff. Freaksin, longtime friend of mine. Yeah, I'm just throwing him in there as an investor here. Computer guy, yeah, good guy, really good guy. And then Dan the Dane also is a longtime supporter of my channel. And so I threw him in here as well as a investor. So check out their channels and handles and all that stuff on Twitter. If you get a moment, give them a follow and all that stuff. So we're looking at Red Panda Mining security token offering flowchart. I haven't drawn like lines or anything. I was just kind of doing this right before the stream, just trying to get things organized into what we're actually doing. Because, we did this for SerpentX and his authorized service center scenario. We went through a pretty long scenario about how that would work on the Ravencoin network, and I've got to get this into my mind how this would work with these companies, because this is really exactly how it would work in the real world and how a real world company would use it to launch an STO. So that's what we're kind of looking at, and this is going to be interesting because you need to be able to create the assets in the right location, and the tag asset, it needs to be under the right wallet and all that stuff. So this is going to be pretty interesting to kind of go through and make sure that we're in the right area here. So as far as tasks go tonight, I think that we should create the RPM main asset, which burns 500 Raven. And then we're also going to create the restricted asset, which burns 1500 Raven. And I went on to give a couple of additional tasks here. We need to create the FKY KYC AML asset. That would be a tag that we would tag other addresses, Ravencoin addresses, to be able to receive the Red Panda Mining, the RPM restricted asset. So it's kind of what we're looking at. Hopefully we can kind of make some progress here and figure this out. Let me check the chat, see where you guys are at, what we're all talking about. What's up, Freaks In, Charlie Don't Surf, Red Panda, Yashnik, everybody, thanks for tuning in, I appreciate it. Shuby, thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, go get the kid. Come back, we'll see you. We'll probably still be here whenever you get back. I'm just checking the chat real quick, see if y'all got any questions or anything. All right, I think we are good to go. You guys can carry on the conversation over there. Basically, what I've got right now is I've got, let's see where I'm at here. I think I'm in the, let me double check. So if we go to receive in the wallet, this is the Ravencoin wallet testnet running here, and if I look at the address for this one right here, it's MFV is the last three. If I go to my notes, that is the FinClusive. Well, actually in our case it's going to be, what do we call it? We called it Fin KYC AML, I think, right? Thinky Camel, right? And that's that wallet. So at this point, we don't need to be in this wallet. We need to be in the Red Panda Mining wallet so that we can create the main asset and the restricted asset, which the restricted asset is actually the STO, right? That's the actual security token offering. If I'm thinking about this correctly, that is what we are actually launching. And so we need to get into that wallet and not the FinClusive wallet or the Thinky Camel wallet. That name is going to kill me every time I say it. Okay, so let's go over here and we are going to open up the Red Panda Mining wallet. Let me get out of all this stuff here. Drink time. All right, so this is Red Panda Mining's wallet. Let me verify. I'm going to go to receive, look at his address here. We're going to say 0xb is the last three. So I'm going to check my notes. And I think I got it in here. 0xb? Is that what I said? Yeah, 0xb, that's the right wallet. So if you look right here, 0xb. So we're good, we're in the right wallet. So in that wallet, the first thing you want to do if you're launching an STO or if you're launching a token on the Ravencoin network, you would go to create assets, because you have to have a main asset first for the token, for the restricted asset that you want to create. All right, so we're going to go main asset. The name is going to be RPM. Hopefully it allows us. Hopefully no one's created that. Okay, looks good. And this is a main asset. And how many do we want? If you leave it reissuable, you can do one, because you can reissue it with however many you want. But let's just say we've got 4 investors. Let's just say that we have, let's make it 1 million. Sounds good to me. I don't know. Let's go with 100,000. So we'll create 100,000. Pretty low, quantity there, I guess. Not bad. And let's do some, let's see here. All right, so what else would you want to do if you were creating a main asset? Probably, let's do some type of IPFS entry here. Let's do, what could we do here? So this is Red Panda Mining. So we're gonna do a token. You know what we could do? We could do the thumbnail. So we're gonna do an IPFS for the thumbnail that I created for this particular stream. So that will be kind of cool, I think. Not that. Let's see if I can find it. Is it this one? Yeah. All right. So what we'll do is we will upload this to IPFS through global. Was it global upload.io? Remember, we've done this before. So we're gonna drag that over here. Click transport. And then we're going to click on this IPFS hash here so that we can get the, I don't know how many characters this is, but we need this number right here. I don't think you guys can see that. Let me pull this down a little bit here. What we need this number right here, this hash. Not number, but we need that hash right there. We're gonna copy that, get out of there, back to the wallet, add the IPFS transaction ID hash. So we're gonna add that in there, like that. I don't think I have to do anything else. It's already done, so I think we're good here. And then we are going to create asset. And again, this is going to burn, this is main asset, so it's 500. So you can see that right here. Are you sure you want to send it? We're going to say yes. And then okay. So now we just burned 500 Raven off of the test net. Now in real life, on the main net, it would be the same. You're still going to be burning 500 Raven to create this main asset. Hey, what's up, Gerbil? What's up, Charlie Don't Surf? What's up, the Deadwood? Nefarious, what's up, man? I think I said everything. I think I said hi to everybody else. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. We are pressing on with this. I don't know how long this will take to confirm and all that stuff. We've got question marks here, so we kind of have to wait on that before we can really move forward, I think. Let's see if we can create a actually, let's go in, let's document this. So what we did, we created, get this all figured out here. Okay, so we did that. Now we need to create the restricted asset, which would also be in the RPM wallet. I believe that this is the way this should work. So we're going to go create assets. And then we're going to go restricted asset. Looks like we're going to have to wait because there's no, I can't click in this block right here. So I think we have to wait on that to actually get created, the main asset there. I think we have to get the address. I'm a noob at this, so it takes me a minute to get things going here. Hey, right on, Nefarious. I might just keep on going. Maybe I'll bring them up on the side here or something. But I kind of want to get through a couple of other things before we ditch out of here. But we will switch over to DCA right after this. I do want to get the main asset and the restricted asset created at a minimum. So we'll head over there in a minute. I think I'm already mining here. So we have to wait until, I think we have to wait until this is confirmed in some way before we can actually create the restricted asset, because you have to have the main asset already before you create the restricted asset. So I think we're just kind of waiting here. And testnet has been kind of crazy the last few days. Seems like it just takes a really long time. I think maybe I should start doing my streams a little bit earlier, because 30 minutes is just not enough time for me. You guys know me. I'm like, I mean, 30 minutes is super short. So I wish I guess I knew that DCA was going live at 10. Yeah, I probably should have started at 9, because we could have got a lot more done before DCA went live here. But I am going to keep going at least until we get this hopefully confirmed and able to issue a restricted asset. I think that that is a good milestone for tonight. Oh, Red Panda, you are very invested, trust me. No, I have plenty of Ravencoin on the testnet for sure. I have like 60,000 here, and I have I don't know. I have a bunch in all the other wallets, so I'm good. But thanks, I appreciate that. On the Mango Farms asset wallet, you can just click on the little hamburger here and do a testnet faucet to get 2,000 like really quick. So what I did was kind of to delineate between the different wallets here for the different investors. I have 12,000 in this wallet. I think that this is, let's see here. That wallet is Shubies. And then this one has 14,000, and that is Wendy's, and then you got Freakson and Dan the Dane. So this is Freaksons, and then Dan the Dane is right here. So I put a little bit of different value in there, you know, so that I could kind of figure out who's who. So that Shubies, Crypto Windios got 14,000, Freakson has 16,000, and Dan the Dane has 18,000. I think we're pretty good on the Ravencoin amounts. I don't think we'll need any more. But you are definitely invested. Here's the link to DCA coming at you. Yeah, see how there's still a question mark? I was experiencing this earlier too. It just seems like the network is super slow. Let's see here, what we got? It says up to date here, 196079. Let me see what the see how it's 20 minutes old, basically 19 minutes old for the different blocks. So probably what's happening is I might be the only guy on the Ravencoin testnet right now, and that sucks. Or it's hung up in some way, but most likely I might be the only guy on it. So we would be waiting for a really long time here. So I guess that I will end it right here, and we will head over to DCA, and then I don't know, it seems like, yeah, I wish that this would work because I really wanted to get a little bit further than this, but it looks like, you know, using testnet, it's always kind of tricky because, you know, you're relying on other people to also be on testnet. And right now, there's not a whole lot of reason. Well, I would say there's not a whole lot of reason, but apparently there's not a lot of people on testnet because, I mean, a 20-minute block whenever the blocks are supposed to be 1 minute, that's rough. So I'm probably the only miner that's on testnet at the moment. So this is gonna pose a little bit of a challenge to this whole simulation here of launching the RPM token, but we're still I'm gonna press on with it because I want to do it. And I mean, we could technically do it on mainnet and be good to go. I'm sure that it would be super fast on mainnet, but you're talking about burning 1,500 Raven, probably about 3,000 total once you got the main token. So 3,000. How much is that in USD value? So if it's roughly 3,000, I think. And Ravencoin is at 0.026. So it'd be about 78 bucks to actually launch a real STO on the mainnet of Ravencoin total. So yeah, that's why I wanted to use testnet in order to do it. But it looks like that might be a challenge. Might have to do it in little chunks like this where we just do a couple of things and then we let it rock, you know, until it confirms and all that stuff. So kind of sucks. I guess we'll have to deal with it, but you know, it is what it is at this point. So let's see, what's up, Chan Coin? Yeah, Freaks in, you got 16,000, I think, right? 16,000 Ravencoin. Fake coins there, but it's still cool. Okay, so let's review and see where we got with the actual scenario here. If I can find it. Let's see. This is the main wallet. We did that already. So main wallet. We didn't even create, we were trying to create the main asset, right? That's basically what we were trying to do. I mean, that's what that's what this is right here. So we were trying to create the RPM main asset. I'm going to go ahead and say that this was done, right? Eventually it will, so we'll just put it like that. And the next thing we'll do is create the restricted asset, the RPM restricted asset. So we'll do that, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll come online. I know Red Panda Mining has a 13,000 giveaway tomorrow, right, Red Panda, if I'm not mistaken? So that should be pretty cool. I think that's at noon Eastern Standard Time. So check him out over there on his channel at Red Panda Mining. I think that, yeah, CPU or GPU giveaway. Okay, so he's actually giving away a GPU tomorrow at 12 Eastern Standard Time. And that's to celebrate his 13,000 subs. So that is super cool. I wonder what the GPU is. Red Panda, what GPU are we talking about here? Is it one of these broke ass Radeon 7s? Oh geez, I feel for you, man. I really do. I really do. I need to watch this one. I think this is one I haven't watched yet. The last one. So yeah, this should be interesting. So check that out. Make sure you head over to his channel and do that. Let me share this here. Make sure you set, you know, reminder and all that stuff for this. Make sure you're in there. That was too soon, Red Panda. Hey, thanks, Red Panda, for giving away these broke-ass Radeon 7s you got. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Yeah, so tune into that, and yeah, let's go ahead and end it here. Let me check this right here. Yeah, see, it's still a question mark, so we just have to let this rock for a while. It'll probably be half an hour or so before this will clear up. and they'll be, you know, we'll be able to create a restricted asset after that. And don't worry, I won't do anything without you. So I'm going to wait, you know, to create the restricted asset. We're going to walk through this process every video, every stream. We are going to do it together. So I'm not going to do a lot of stuff without you guys, you know, so that I don't skip steps or anything like that. So it'll be kind of neat to carry on like that. So let's head over to DCA Adventure, see what they are up to. Friday night live stream. Looks like they're talking about CZ Binance and some KYC stuff. That's cool. I'll check that out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Probably, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it after. Maybe I'll stream a little bit after Red Panda. I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. I wanted to get a little bit further than what we got, so maybe I'll do that once he gives away some broke Radeon 7s. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay savage, everybody.